Hey, what is up guys, I'm coming at you today with a new microphone and some interesting new prospects on the Xray scope that we have seen in Black Ops 2. In particular, the ability to maybe wallbang campers and get rid of them once and for all. Now campers, as I say, are a big part of Call of Duty and you're never going to totally get rid of them. And nobody really wants to, because we've all been there, we've all done a bit of camping at one stage to get our 7th kill streak, to get our Harrys or whatever. But basically it is annoying when you're on your kill streak and you get killed by one. So I think they're trying to get around this by introducing this Xray scope. Now typically Treyarch try and balance everything in the multiplayer in Call of Duty, and they are quite good at it, so it will be dumb of them to bring it into the Black Ops 2 multiplayer as an attachment, because it will be so overpowered and everybody would just abuse it. Because of course if you've got a weapon that you can see through different thicknesses of walls to see the enemy and through different objects and everything, and not only that but shoot through it as well, then you're going to be pretty unstoppable. I mean, the weapon is slightly futuristic, it's not out there at the minute, but it is possible that it will be out there in the next 10, 15, 20 years. It basically shoots electronic charges, or shoots with electronic charges. And that's how it generates this massive power to shoot through these massive thicknesses of walls. Now, you have to actually charge this weapon up to shoot through the different thicknesses of walls. So if you want to shoot through a thicker piece of material, then you need to charge it up for longer. And of course, whilst you're charging up, you can't do anything else. So you're kind of left hopeless, sitting there charging up this weapon for a second or two, ready to shoot through this thickness of wall. So that is a way they can kind of balance it in multiplayer, so that if somebody comes around the corner and you're sitting there charging, you're screwed. So as I've said, this attachment to the gun won't be coming into the multiplayer as an attachment, but it will be in multiplayer. So what will it be? Well, there was some leaked information about this, revealing that it actually is going to be a kill streak. Now this is quite a clever move, because once you're on your kill streak, you get this kill streak reward, and it means that when you go around a corner and there's a camper sitting there and he kills you, that's not going to happen anymore, because you can use your Xray scope to see through that wall, to see whether there's anybody around that corner, to stop those annoying campers stopping you from getting your 25 kill streak or whatever. So that is one side of the story, if you like, but the other side that I'm kind of concerned about is if somebody is camping, or they have just got their kill streak to get this Xray scope, they can basically just sit in a corner with this gun and see through material and kill everybody, so promoting camping basically. And that would be even more annoying than just a standard camper, because you basically can't go anywhere near them because they're just going to wipe the floor with you. Now, as I've said, Treyarch are quite good at balancing things, and where there's one gun that does something, there is normally a counterbalance to make it fair, so that the other team can do something to stop this guy with the attachment. Now, one way I think they can do this is like in Modern Warfare 3, when you are a juggernaut, you show up on the enemy's map for a few seconds, like your position and everything like that. So basically, I think if you have this Xray scope, then you should show up on the enemy's map for say 5 seconds, and then you disappear again, so they get some kind of idea of where you're placed, where they don't go, or where they want to go if they can kill you. So it doesn't make it totally overpowered, it makes so the other team can deal with it as well. So nothing about the strength or anything like that is known about this kill streak at the minute, but basically what I think they're going to do is they're going to make it a lower end kill streak, something like a 5, 6 or 7 kill streak, that only lasts like 30 seconds or 45 seconds or something, so you can only use it in that time period. Because if they make it a higher kill streak, say like a 10, 15 kill streak, it would mean that you're probably going to keep it until you next die, which promotes camping, sitting in a corner, everything that you don't really want to happen in Call of Duty, because it just ruins it. Whereas if you only have the attachment for 35, 40 seconds, then you're going to want to get some action with it, and you're not going to want to sit and get your spot, taking 10 seconds to go and get your spot, and then only get a couple of kills with it. You might as well go full out with it, as most Call of Duty players do with weapons. That's just the great thing about Call of Duty, it's just fast paced and everything. And there's no point really just lying there with a Xray scope weapon. So hopefully they're just going to make it a lower end kill streak that lasts 30, 40 seconds. And yeah, everything will be fine. I'm intrigued to hear what you guys think about this new attachment, whether you think it should even be in Call of Duty, because I know I've seen a lot of people look at it and think that it's a bit too futuristic, but when you look at the details of it, it's not too far in the future. I mean, we've got Xray things like that at the minute. I mean, we've got things in the airport that we can use to see through people's bodies and things, so it's not that futuristic when you look at it. And technology advances quickly, you've got to remember. So in 12-13 years, when this game is set in 2025, technology is going to be a lot more advanced than it is now, so it's entirely possible that this kind of attachment will be around in those days. So are you happy that this is a kill streak and not an attachment? I mean, personally I am, because I know that it's not going to be rewarding people just with high levels. It's going to be rewarding those who go out and get the kills, so you don't have an unfair advantage from the start. You actually have to earn it. So I think they can definitely implement that into the game, as long as they do a suitable counterbalance for the other team. But what do you think? Write your comments below. Thank you for watching. More Black Ops 2 news on the way. Subscribe for more Black Ops 2 news if you haven't already. Check out my previous videos on the screen right now, and until my next video, thank you for watching and goodbye.